Hello and welcome to the final event of SMG Season 7. We are here at the Funnel Endurance Elimination Race. All 16 teams are lining up for this final. And let's take one last look at the stadium and this brand new funnel course. We started the season with Funnel Endurance and we are going to end it here with Funnel Endurance. The chocolate candies hold a huge lead ahead of the Sapphire Jellyfish. Sapphire Jellyfish, Team Tropical, Riptide Rapid, and Chaotic are all need a gold in this final event if they want to win the championship. And the chocolate candies must get a 11th or lower for the other teams to win. Mangroves, up to the Musical Man, cannot podium or finish in the top half. And we see this new course with the example run teams for the last time, and it looks like the Crazy Cobras are the first ones that drop on through. Then French Fries and Algae Aquatics, Maple Mania having pretty good run so far. And the Crazy Cobras are struggling in the first three funnels. They're on to the first blue one, now onto the second yellow. Winter Winds drop down, Crimson Comets come. Does the Dwarf Planet 2 drop through now? Steel Squad, Algae Aquatics, and Maple Mania in the first funnel. Maple Mania doing a really good job, like they have in most of the season. We'll drop through next. It will be the French Fries. So if this was a real run, it looked the Crazy Cobras would be in the elimination spot, and they would be eliminated from the event. It's just like elimination race. And also, the winner of each round, I should say, will gain immunity, meaning they will skip the next round after and come back later. So Crazy Cobras are out. They would French Fries drop through, Crimson Comets drop through, Winter Winds, and it's down to three. Algae Aquatics are going to stay in front of the Seal Squad, but it's Maple from Maple Mania that will win the final example run. Congrats to them. But off we go for round one of the final event. All 16 teams are in this. And this Tentacle from the Sapphire Jellyfish, who dropped through first, one of the main contenders in the standings. They're struggling right now, but I think that was Silver Coins who dropped through first. No, the Silver Coin dropped top. And the Sapphire Jellyfish are still in that funnel. Now the Mysterious Moose takes the spot. The chocolate candies are down there. If the chocolate candies get out, this would open the door wide open for other teams to win. It's the top two in the standings and the bottom two right now in the first round. Snowflakes are also in there. Snowflakes could be playing spoiler here if they get eliminated instead of the candies. Now it looks like there are pesky plants also fall in the elimination zone. But it's Ghostbusters up top. Snowflakes are in the funnel. The chocolate candies have got out of the elimination zone, and it's the Snowflakes who are out in round one. Pesky Plant will finish in 15th, and it's a battle between the Ghostbusters and Team Tropical for the immunity spot. And the hosts are doing a great job right now. They have a whole funnel lead. Riptide Rapids also doing pretty well. Sparkling Stars just dropped through. And Soul from the Ghostbusters, a giant lead. And this is just going to be an easy immunity spot for them. Taking some victory laps around that yellow funnel. So Soul will get immunity and get the skip round 2. While Snowball is out of the event and we'll have to watch from the sidelines. This also means the Snowflakes could be in danger of finishing in 15th overall after this. Luckily, there is no relegation. Normally, they would be relegated for finishing in the bottom 2 overall, but it's not happening this season. However, the Mangrove, the team in the standings, is having some difficulty. Riptide Raptor up top, another championship contender that needs to get a gold here. Musical Mayhemmer in the bottom bit, but Mangros take it back. Penguin Pack. Yeah, Penguin Pack will drop through. Chocolate Candies again are in this funnel, but they seem to be circling around it. Now Silver Coins and Penguin Pack are in that battle. Chocolate Candies rejoin the fight. Oh, and Quarter from the Silver Coins is struggling right now, and they're going to need a miracle if they get out of elimination, and they won't. Scarlet Spell's also down there, but they will survive. Pesky Plants, Sam, the reserve, had a pretty bad run last round, and they're doing well here. Well, the top three are all championship contenders that will be moving on. But the teams that are at the top of the order can do as well as they want, but they need the candies to get out. They're running out of time to win the championship, but Riptide will get immunity. Knickers needs to be out in the next 3 or so rounds, or this will be over. We seem to replay some early battles in that blue funnel. Let's go to round number 3. 14 teams still in this event, but 13 are on the course, so the Ghostbusters are back here, and they seem to be doing pretty well. But the Chocolate needs well as well. And they're going to circle around the jellyfish. Meanwhile, it's that Team Tropical or Musical Mayhem are back there in that blue funnel. On the right side, left screen, side of your screen, Penguin Packer down there. Scarlet Spells are towards the bottom, and all of these teams are not doing too well in the standings and in this event. Team Tropical is one of those championship contenders, are having some trouble. Pesky Plants drop through first. Who will be out? Pesky Plants or Team Tropical? This is a very interesting fight. To get out of elimination in 14th place. And the Pesky Plants, I think, yes, Pesky Plants will go out here. Scarlet Spell sneak in. Oh, it's Chocolate Candy again doing well. All these marbles are safe and probably can't get immunity this round, so they're just... You might as well drop through early as you can to save energy. Mysterious Moose, the defending champions, are currently in that immunity spot. But what can the Sparkling Stars do? And the Sparkling Stars will go out of the immunity zone. Down the reserve, the Pesky Plants, their first event this season, despite it being the final. And it's only a 14th place. Now we go straight on to round 4. Riptide Raptor back, and they're in last place for first place. You want to stay in this funnel the longest, not be the first one to drop through, and that is not what Argument for the Chaotic Crew is doing. Musical Mayhem and Mangroves are towards the top, surprisingly. Ghostbuster, both of the hosts are in the top funnel. Team Tropical again having some trouble battling with the Penguin Pack. Flaming Foxes are also in that area. But it's Team Tropical going further down the list. Yet I don't think Team Tropical will be able to save this run here unless they make contact with the Foxes. Yet Team Tropical is going to be out of the event, and they are eliminated from the championship. They go out here in the round, but the Chocolate Candies are still in. There's also chances to get on the overall podium. A lot of teams chasing that Chaotic Crew. Sparkling Stars are just off the overall podium. Both of those teams were in this showdown last season and would love an overall podium here. Ghostbusters will pick up another win. Both seem to be dominating this event. And Tropic, the captain of Team Tropic, is out in 13th. And now there's only 2 rounds left for the Chocolate Candies Championship to be stopped. The odds are getting lower and lower that anyone else can win. And the Sapphire Jellyfish are not doing well. But Sparkling Stars seem to be up top. Sparkling Stars are still off screen. And this is a huge lead for the Sparkling Stars. They finally dropped through into the yellow funnel. Mysterious moves circling around Scarlet Spell out of that funnel. Mangroves are doing well in this event, which would be their first podium in a while if they manage to survive until the end. But it's the Sapphire Jellyfish who are in that, I was going to say in the final spot, but now it's the Penguin Pack. Penguin Pack are already in the yellow funnel, and they're going to be out. Penguin Pack finished in 12th in this event, I believe. Sapphire Jellyfish, Riptide Rapids going through. Chocolate Candies fall through. Music from Musical Mayhem come. A 3-way battle, but it looks like Stardust from the Sparkling Stars will pick up another win. Just like the Ghostbusters in the first round, a whole funnel lead for them. They're obviously chasing an overall podium, so I believe this will be good for them. Penguin, another captain this event, going out early. So we should be getting a live standings update because this next round will determine the championship. Since the Chaotic Crew can no longer... Chaotic Crew, Riptide Rapids, Sparkling Stars can no longer win now. It's just Sapphire Jellyfish versus the Chocolate Candies. They need the Chocolate Candies to be out here. If the Chocolate Candies do not get eliminated, they will win the championship. And the Chocolate Candies are towards the back, or the front, I should say. But Tina, they're also back there. This is... Sapphire Jellyfish are falling through. Riptide Rapids can outscore the Chocolate Candies here, but nothing will change in this overall podium. The Chocolate Candies are still circling around the funnel, and they're just getting more and more time ahead of the Sapphire Jellyfish, who seem that they could be out of this event here. The Candies have a 2-funnel lead ahead of the Jellyfish. I think, unless something disastrous happens here, the Chocolate Candies are about to win the championship. Chocolate Candies are already in the top section of the funnel, but contact between the Sapphire Jellyfish and Mangroves, and the Mangroves are out of event, meaning the Chocolate Candies have won the championship. Their fans celebrating. After 10th place last season, the Candies have won it all. Like quite a few rounds ago in this event, but the Candies will capture it this early on. Well, meanwhile, the 2 hosts in that final Everglade from the Mangroves will finish in 11th. Well, Magical will get the win, and what is all about the Chocolate Candies, who have won the championship, and the team is going onto the field. Celebrating on the track, but we go off for another round because this event still is not over. The Candies might have won the championship, but there's still a big podium fight. Riptide Rapids, Chaotic Crew, and Sapphire Jellyfish are, and the Sparkling Stars actually, are all fighting for second place overall. And that's the Chaotic Crew and the Riptide Rapids towards the bottom of the course. However, Soul from the Ghostbusters, they're going to drop through first. The team, they won 2 rounds earlier on. They're not doing well here. Meanwhile, I think that Sparkling Stars in the top funnel. After a last place in event 15, Sparkling Stardust from the Sparkling Stars is dominating this event. The contact between the Ghostbusters and Chaotic Crew sends the Chaotic Crew flying down the course, and Chaotic Crew, they're going to need to make contact here, and the Chaotic Crew are going to get out. Meaning they will not land on the overall podium. So it's a 3-way fight for second place between Sparkling Stars, Riptide Rapids, I believe the chocolate candies are doing. They're staying in that funnel. Sapphire Jellyfish can also win, or wins and finish in second overall. Reckless goes out in 10th place. Solid result for the Chaotic Crew, but it's not enough for them. We go on to round number 8. We're about halfway through this event. And it's Mysterious Moose and Musical Mayhem dropping your first Scarlet Spellsguard down there. And music from Musical Mayhem goes out onto the blue section. North is in the vortex, and north is out of the blue funnel. I believe that is Tentacle, who was well up top, and then North battling with Magical. Magical is now in the elimination zone. Contact between Fur and Music sends Musical Mayhem towards the bottom. And this is actually a close fight for the stay out of the elimination zone here. Oh, but it's Magical who goes out in 9th place in this event. Meanwhile, it's Riptide Rapids and Sapphire Jellyfish fighting for immunity with a whole funnel ahead of the rest of the field. Ghostbusters, Flaming Fox Disruptor, Chocolate Candies. I believe Tentacle will do enough to get immunity. There's still 3 podium contenders here, still in the event, so this is certainly going to be interesting as we go towards the final. Ghostbusters making some moves with the Mysterious Moose, 2 teams that have just been in the mid-pack and just are trying to get one good result to end off the season. Off we go. There are only 7 teams on the track and really starting to wind down. Riptide Rapids are in the back, but it's the Flaming Foxes who are furthest up. It seems to be a battle between the Chocolate Candies and Riptide Rapids to get out of elimination. The champion seems to be beating the Riptide Rapids, but this could change with 5 or so funnels left. The Riptide Rapids is not doing well. Now they're joined by the Sparkling Stars, who also are chasing the podium. All attention is on that. Both of these marbles have won quite a few rounds. And it's all falling apart for these two. But now the Mysterious Moose make contact, and they're in last place. Mysterious Moose, last season's champions, are gonna go out here. It looks like yes, North is out. Saving Stardust and Riptide. Now it's Fur versus Snickers for immunity. It looks like it will go in favor of the Foxes. Flaming Foxes will get the win. And Horn is out. Now it's only 6 marbles on the track. And Tentacle's the first one to fall through. And by another blue team with Musical Mayhem, Riptide Rapids also fall down. What can the Ghostbusters and Musical Mayhem do? The play spoiler. It looks like Musical Mayhem are not gonna make any moves, and they're tumbling down the order. But Ghostbusters making contact with the Riptide Rapids and Sparkling Stars. Now it's the two teams at the bottom of the order battling with each other. And they're just letting all the contenders get more and more points. Musical Mayhem are almost a whole funnel in front of everyone else. This is not going well for Music. Music is out. Ghostbusters are gonna... They could be playing spoiler here. So all of these teams in order in the field, except the Ghostbusters, have, I believe, finished in the top 5 overall. But what order will they be in? You know, the Candies have 1, but 2nd through 5th is still undecided. Ghostbusters also were in 14th coming to this event. They're just trying to put up a good showing for the home crowd, but they're the first one to drop through the green funnel. Flaming Foxes are also right behind them. Yeah, and now the Flaming Foxes are going to drop through, but it's Ghostbusters that go first. Oh, Riptide Rapids are in that fight. Flaming Foxes will drop through first. And this looks like the Foxes elimination. Unless the Ghostbusters make contact. And they do, because Ghostbusters are in the elimination zone. Two more funnels left for Soul. No, Fur is in that blue funnel. Third, Soul versus Fur in that yellow funnel, I should say. And it's both of the Ghostbusters who goes out, meaning the host. Both of our hosts are done for the season. Still a good showing for the Ghostbusters, and a solid points total. A little disappointing. Meanwhile, the Sparkling Stars get another immunity. They can still finish 2nd, so they're doing all that they can to redeem themselves after dead last in Clock Tower. Now there's 4 teams left in the event, and we're on to the final 5 in the standings. All of these teams plus Sparkling Stars are left. The Flaming Foxes, who are going to drop their first chocolate candies, they could be getting a medal in their final event of their championship season. Sapphire Jellyfish are currently in last. Riptide Rapids drops through. And this is not looking good for the Sapphire Jellyfish. They could miss the podium here. And it looks like they will. Still 4 funnels left. But no one is even close to them. And the chocolate candy, they're completely off screen. They're just that far ahead as they finally enter that funnel. And Tentacle will be out for playing spoiler so far, so I believe the Jellyfish will miss the overall podium and finish in 4th overall. And the chocolate candy getting immunity. So they're going straight to the final and they're going to get a medal in their final event. Meanwhile, Riptide and Fur still have to fight for that podium. Here in round number 12. Sparkling Stars are back in the field, but it's the Flaming Foxes who dropped through first, and it's really close between the two Cat's Eye teams. Riptide Rapids take the lead ahead of the Sparkling Stars, and I think they're just going to let the Flaming Foxes drop through before finding contact. Flaming Foxes are not really doing too much against other teams. They seem to be pretty slow, which is what you want to do, but you don't want to go too slow and lose all the momentum. No, the Riptide Rapids seem to be circling pretty fast. And the strategy is working for them. Flaming Fox is a whole funnel ahead of the Riptide Rapids. Foxes are circling down there, and the Foxes will go out and finish in 4th place. So, Sparkling Stars and Riptide Rapids will both be getting a medal. What color will they be? Tentacle will also. Tentacle was hoping that we could be here in that final, because these two are the other two teams that were fighting against them in the overall fight for the podium. But off we go for the final round and the final heat of the season. Chocolate Candies, Riptide Rapids, and Sparkling Stars. All very close. Who will drop through first? It is the Riptide Rapids. Riptide going with Snickers. Stardust is also pretty close to Snickers. Seems to be the battle between Riptide Rapids and Chocolate Candies. Riptide Rapids are taking some weird angles and they're gonna be in danger of dropping through. Chocolate Candies also make that same mistake. And they're getting hit by the Sparkling Stars. The Sparkling Stars are getting a big lead right now, and they're on their way to a gold. And the Chocolate Candies make contact with the Riptide Rapids. Quite a few overtakes in that funnel. Well, having the blue funnel, and the same thing happens briefly. The Riptide Rapids pass the Candies, but they make the overtake once again, and this is very close, but yes, Riptide Rapids will finish in the bronze medal position. Chocolate Candy get the silver, and that means the Sparkling Stars will get the gold and will finish second overall in the standings. I think Riptide Rapids has got third overall, and this is not only your podium in the event, this is your overall podium. Chocolate Candies, Sparkling Stars, and Riptide Rapids have done it. This is your champion. Your champions will get silver. Second place will get bronze, and will get the gold, and bronze overall will get the bronze. What a season from all of these teams. As we look at, I believe, the final standing soon, see quite a few things. Yes, Mangrove will finish in last. Snowflakes get 15th. But more importantly, is your podium. Congratulations to these three teams and Marbles. And I'll see you in the closing ceremony.